have sliders, you can grab that mini band, and we're gonna just start to warm up the shoulders and the lower body. Again, if you don't have a mini band, completely fine. But if you do have a mini band or you have a TheraBand and you wanna wrap it around your wrists, come down onto those forearms, find your plank, and then let's slide the left hand out and then the right hand out. Now, if you wanna add more, extend the opposite leg with the hand. So this is that bird dog, we're in tabletop, sliding out, keeping those shoulders stacked over those elbows, which are stacked over our wrists. Staying right like this. Again, if you don't have a mini band, don't worry about it. But if you have one, you can add on with us here as we wake up our shoulders, wake up our cores, right? We're just sliding one hand outside that shoulder cavity and back to center. And then I've added in my opposite leg, sending it back and center, back and center. Let's go for about 10 more repetitions here, right? It should start to build on those shoulders, breathing in and out. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down onto our bellies. If you are using a mini band, just loop it in your thumbs. Let's come down onto our bellies. Our toes come together. Our hips go nice and open. So the toes are touching, the hips are wide. Let's lift our arms up and then take your left arm back, extend, right arm back, extend, and lower. If you want more, lift your arms and your legs. So we're going into a Superman and a row. Again, you do not need a mini band, but if you have one, you can use this, right? And you lift, back extension, row, row, and extend and lower. Let's lift, row, extend, and lower. Stay with us here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If we're using a mini band, let's drop that band, come up into tabletop. I want you to shift your hips in front of your knees, tricep push-ups. Option to use a chair, use a bar. Let's inhale and exhale. So the goal here is the elbows are glued to the rib cage and they fire straight back. As we lower and lift, down and up. Now the push-ups, right? Belly button pulls into our spine. We inhale as we lower. We exhale to lift the triceps. We're working the backs of the arms. All right, breathing in and out. Let's go for 10 more here. 10. Exhale to lift. Go 9, down and up. Go 8, down and up. Take it 7 more like that. Go 6, exhale to lift. Go 5, elbows graze the rib cage. 4, down and up. Go 3, down and up. 2 more, go down and up. 1 more time, take it down. Find your plank right here. Option to keep your left knee down and lift your right leg. Option to come into a full plank. Lift the right leg lower and lift. Tap the mat with your leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, opposite side. Lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees. Let's walk those fingertips out in front of us, cobras. We're gonna lower to our elbows and press back up. Option for support, keep the hips stacked over the knees. Option for a challenge, shift the hips in front of the knees. Option for further support, one arm at a time, down and up. Down and up. So we inhale, exhale, lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. So the triceps, the backs of the arms work for 8, 7, 6. We're gonna come back into our plank in 5, 4. We're gonna start to engage the core a little more in 3, 2, 1. Let's walk those hands right underneath our shoulders. Let's find our plank again. Option 1, one foot stays on the ground. Bring the knee in and plant it. Bring the knee in and plant it. Option to march in place standing. Or let's add on left knee, left elbow, pendulum to the right, back to the left, and plant it. Right knee, right elbow, pendulum to the left, back to the right, and plant it. So it's in, over, back, and down. In, over, back, and down. In, over, back, and down. We have about 20 seconds here. I know it builds, it's a little tough. We're waking up the shoulders, waking up the core, waking up the body. We are gonna go into some more push-ups, so just stay with me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees. Take a quick child's pose, shift that seat back, and then come back up. We're gonna go into our dolphin push-ups. So that means you can stay here on your knees and lower your head and press back up. Dive bombing with your head. If you want more, pike the hips up, right? Find your downward dog and then lower and lift here in the tops of our shoulders for this dolphin push-up for 10, 9, 8, 7, so good, you guys, 6. Stay with it for 5, 4, dive bomb, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's come back into that straight arm plank. Let's lift that left leg. This time, hold the left leg up, little pulse. Little pulse, option for support. Right knee is down and you pulse here. 8, 7, 6, you pulse for 5. Take it 4, you pulse for 3, 2, and 1. We plant the left foot, lift the right leg. We pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Child's pose. Hips back, knees wide. Big inhale, big exhale. 1 more big inhale and an exhale. And then let's grab that mini band again if you're using it. If you're not using it, feel free to grab your weights. If you are using it though, I want you to take that band and I want you to lift up here. All right, little lifts right here. Little lifts, lift, a lift, lift. Little lifts right here of those arms. We lift, we lift, we lift, lift. So you can use your weights, right? You can sink your seat back to your heels and lift, and lift, and lift, right? You could do this with the weights as well. We lift 10, 9, lift 8, and 7. Let's lift 6, 5, 4, 3. I want you to hold those arms up high. Flip your palms to the ceiling, to the sky. Bend and stretch, bend and stretch, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. Take it 8, 7, 6. Take it 5, 4, 3, 2. Little lift up, lift up, lift 8, lift 7. Keep the neck long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little bend, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little lift 8, last 7, last 6, lift 5, lift 4, lift 3, lift 2. Little bend, stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms up, press out on the band or lift the weights higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your band down if you were using one, and let's grab our weights. Drop your seat down to your heels. Take those weights up. Now I want you to make rings with your fingers around the weights. So the weights are just kind of hanging in our fingers, right? My hands are interlocked just like a little keyhole, and I take the weights up. Let them hang right here, right? Option to keep the weights together, excuse me, or to keep them separate and make it heavier. Let's go down, down, and up, up. Take it 1, 2, and 1, 2. Go down, down, and up, up. Down, down, and up, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathing in and out. Let's go 8 more nice and slow like that. 7, 6, down and up. 5, down and up. 4 more. Breathing in and out. 3 more. 2 more. Hold it low, little pulse. It's down. It's down just an inch here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both arms go up, right arm goes down, and then switch, and switch, and switch. We take it for 8, and we switch. Go 7, and we switch. Go 6, and we switch. Take it 5 more, and we switch. 4 more, and we switch. 3 more, and we switch. 2 more, and we switch. 1 more here. Both arms pulse down for 8, pulse 7, pulse 6, pulse 5, pulse 4, pulse 3, pulse 2. 1 count up or down. Go up or down for 8. Go up or down for 7. 6 more like that. Then we pulse and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Little pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold right arm back, left arm back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, tricep work. Spin it around. Stay on your seat, fingertips fan out or they fan directly back, or bend your knees, lift your seat, lift your hips up, 20 on the one count, 20 pulses and a 10-second hold. Let's go 10, exhale to lift, go 9, down and up. You can do this with the weights, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, bend comes from the elbows, 4, chin off the chest, 3, 2, 10 more like that, go 10, press and lift, go 9, down and up, go 8, 7, exhale, lift, 6, down and up, 5, down and up, 4 more like that, yes, 3 more, I know the arms are tired, 2 more, hold it low, 20 little pulses, pulse for 10, pulse 9 and 8, we go for 7, this is 6, go 5, this is 4, 3, 2, we hold right here, breathe, shift the seat back, lift the seat up, if you want, extend the legs or hold right here for 10, hold 9, hold 8, chin off the chest, 7, 6, hips go up, 5, micro bend the elbows, 4, 3, 2, 1, ooh, drop to the seat, roll those wrists out, let's make our way to standing, all right, come up to standing, let's go with front raises, raise and lower, so we lift to shoulder height and then we lower, roll the chin off the chest, head, neck, and shoulders back, lifting and lowering here, lifting and lowering. Micro bend those knees, press the hips forward so the tailbone can stay nice and tucked for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold those arms up right here, bring the right arm back, extend, bring the left arm back, extend. So row it right and then left, row right and left, row right and left. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, chin off the chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's lower our right arm halfway, and then when they cross at the belly button, they cross at the belly button, lift and lower right at the belly button and cross and cross and cross, switching right at that belly button, right? One is always at the shoulder, one is always at the thigh, and switch and switch and switch. We're gonna row both arms in 8, 7, 6. We're gonna hold at the top in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold both arms up at the top, row them in and out. Palms face into each other and then out. In, knuckles almost touch and then out for 8, 7, 6. All shoulder work here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip those palms down to our sides. Extend our arms nice and long. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Scoop the abdominals up and in. Let's take it right and left, right and left. Biceps, right? That big muscle on the front of our arms. Now are your shoulders creeping forward, right? Roll the shoulders back, right? They don't need to be earrings. They don't need to creep up. Stay with us here. Curl and extend. Now let's go a little bit quicker and switch. And switch. Do you feel like you start to wobble in your hips a little bit? Kickstand those legs, right? And switch, and switch, and switch. So we just switch, switch, switch. We take it for 8, and switch. We go for 7, and switch. We take it for 6, and switch. 5 more. Woo, 4 more. Stay with this work. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Let's curl both arms up and down. Now, if you want a little more, keep the elbows up high. Right, burn out those shoulders a little bit more. Maybe really grip the weight so you can feel that squeeze as you curl in. Squeeze. 8, 7, curl. Come on, 6, 5, curl for 4, curl 3, curl 2, curl 1. Let's serve the platter. Bring those elbows into the hips and then serve it. In and serve, in and out. Stop those elbows right at your hips, right? We all have this tendency to bring them way far back. Let's stop them right at the hips and extend. Hips and extend. 8 more. 7 more. Serve that platter. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that platter out. Little bend stretch for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, lower those weights. Amazing job. Take a few rolls of those shoulders back and a few rolls forward. Now, if you are using the sliders, you can grab those with me. If you're not using a slider, I'm going to guide you through it without the slider as well. Take that left arm across your chest. Drop that shoulder, gaze over it. Right, so I'm gonna roll my mat up. I'm on a hardwood floor, so I'm gonna use my slider. If you're on a hardwood floor and you wanna use a sock and follow along or a dish towel, totally fine. And if you're like, I've done that before and it's super annoying and I don't wanna do it, don't worry about it. You don't need to at all. Right, so I'm gonna roll my mat up. I am gonna keep my mat kind of near me, and you only need one slider. So nothing crazy, nothing wild, nothing fancy. If you're using a slider, I want you to place your right foot on the slider. All right, so I got my right foot on it, left foot is forward, and we're just gonna go lunges. So same thing without a slider, you lunge back and up, down and up, right? Inhale and exhale. So this is the exact same whether you're using a slider or not. We are gonna have a little bit of core work in here, so that's why I had you kind of curl up your mat if you're using a slider and you have it right in front of you. So if we drop into a plank at any point, you're like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. 30 more seconds of this full range lunge. Now, which leg is working? It's the front leg, right? That's the leg we're using right here, right? Building here, down and up, lowering and lifting. We've got about 20 more seconds, and then we're gonna hold it low. If you're using a slider, you're gonna pulse up an inch and down an inch. If you're not using a slider, you're gonna hold your low lunge, and you're gonna pulse your back knee towards the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's all meet in our lowest lunge. If you don't have a slider, pulse down. Pulse down. If you do have a slider, up an inch, down an inch, 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 up and down, up and down. Remember, no slider, just pulsing down. Pulsing down. That front knee stays right over that ankle. If you are using a slider, you're going to join me, and we're going to pivot towards the camera. We're going to keep that slider underneath our right side in 5, 4, single leg squat in 3, 2, 1. So slider stays under my right foot. I single leg squat out and in. If I'm not using a slider, I slide out and step in, out and in. Single leg squat right here. So which side is working? My left side, right? Woo! Shaking, trembling, building, right? So we're thinking about sinking down. If we were in the studio, the bar is right here. We try to lower the hips below the bar and back up. Down and up. We have 30 more seconds this full range. If you have the slider, you're using it. If you don't have the slider, you're not worried about it. All right. You're focusing all that weight in the standing leg. Breathing in and out. Taking it down and up. Stay with me here. We got about 15 more seconds. We're going to add that same inch of movement, right? So if you are not using a slider, you're going to hold low. You're going to pulse into your standing leg. If you are using a slider, you're going to pulse up an inch. In 3, 2, find our lowest lunge right here. Now, no slider, pulse down, pulse down, pulse down. Slider, pulse up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? A little more challenging with the slider, but not that crazy much more, right? Pulsing into the standing leg. Let it burn. Let it build. You have 15 seconds to remain right here. And then we all meet in a plank. If you're using the slider stays under your right toes. Stay with me. Little pulse. 10, 9. We meet in a plank in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's all meet in our plank. Option here, hold your plank. Option 2, wrap your toes around the slider. Option 3, slide in, right knee, right elbow, and back in and out. In and out. If you're using the slider, single leg knee tucks, in and out, in and out. Bring it in and out, right? Lots of options here. I'm on a straight arm plank. I'm tucking my knees in and out, staying with this. We can absolutely do this. We've got this in the tank. We're dropping the slider out in 10, 9, in and out, single leg knee tucks, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's all drop to our knees. No slider, whatever you've got. Take your left leg nice and long. Lift your left leg up, bend it in half. Now lift the knee to the side and lower. Side and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Kind of like a fire hydrant, right? Or a dog on that fire hydrant. All right, lift and lower. Only floor moves here in this tabletop, right? Breathe. Side of our seat. Lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Extend the leg to straight. Flex the foot to get out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, in an inch. The foot is flexed. Squeeze back to the midline. Squeeze. Squeeze. Working the outside of that seat. Squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze back to the midline. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend that knee in half. Take the knee back out to the side. Tuck the toes. Now wrap the toes. Left toes trying to tap my right elbow because it's wrapping around. My glute wraps around. Wrap around. Wrap around. So I'm encouraging you to lift that thigh bone up, right? Press it back and then wrap from there. Wrap it around, right? Like a little C, a little circle as you wrap for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flex the foot. Keep the knee out to the side. Frog press out and in. Out and in. 10, woo, 9, 8. Press that frog. 7. The foot is flexed. The knee stops right at the hip. 5, 4. Quick transition in 3. Stay with me. Come on, we can do this. 2 and 1. We're going to drop to our forearms. Right here, option to fold the body up and down, right? Take a few cat-cows or come on your toes. Dolphin pike the hips up and down. Up and down if you want more. And you have a slider up and down. Dolphin piking or cat-cowing. Slider or nose slider. Chin to chest, eyes to thighs. Exhale the upper 10. 9, 8, 7. We come to a straight arm plank in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to straight arms. Same exact thing. Plank to pike. Without a slider, it's a plank and a pike, right? Or it's a plank hold for 10, 9. You guys have got this. 8, 7, woo! 6, stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Drop down, slide the slider out of the way, come down onto your forearms or stay on straight arms. Extend the right leg behind you, all right? And then let's press out to the side and in. Flex the foot, out and in. Back to the midline. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Fire hydrants in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the heel to the seat. Lower the knee. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze the side of that seat. Now I'm on the right side. I'm burning it out for 8, 7, 6. Keep shifting the weight to the right hand. 5. Or the right elbow. 4. Make the work on that side. 3. The supporting leg will feel it. Yep. 2. 1. Hold it up. Point the toes. Wrap. Wrap them around. Little wrap. Little wrap. Little wrap. Keep squeezing that seat for 8, 7. Frog press in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flex that foot. Press it out. And in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice work. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Take that slider if you're using it, right? And then let's slide that knee into the chest and out, into the chest and out. So now the slider is underneath the right foot. If you want more, loop the left ankle around for 10, 9, 8, 7, in and out, slow and controlled. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make your way to standing single leg squat on the opposite side here, right? So now we're working through that right side here. So all the weight, we're gonna feel it in that side as we squat down and up. Remember, option here, you're on the opposite side, so if you don't have a slider, you're sliding out and in, out and in. Right, stay with this here. Sink your seat low. Breathing down and up. We're targeting the opposite leg. So if you need to switch up later, you're like, shoot, I think it's this side. Switch it up, make sure you're on the opposite side. Make sure you're balancing that body out. 20 more seconds here. Then we got those pulses. So we worked through that left thigh. Now we're balancing the body on the right side. Down and up, so all the weight's in our standing leg. How we doing? So good, you guys. Stay with it. 10 more counts, and then we have that little pulse. So your pulse might look like no slider, and you're pulsing down, right? The left toes are light. We're pulsing into that thigh, or it might look like up an inch, down an inch in 3, 2, up or down, or little pulses, right? Goal is we burn out the standing leg. And remember, you're not cheating by not using a slider. I just added these in for a little added fun today for you guys, right? Or you hold and you pulse, and you pulse, and you pulse. Last 10, go 10. Go 9, little pulse, go 8. Go 7, we've got it, go 6. Take it for 5, 4, 3, 2, full range lunge, just breathe. Oh, thank goodness we're here. All right, we're finishing out our leg series right here. We're gonna have some core. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Again, if you have that mini band, we'll use it for a little bit, but not everything. So don't worry if you don't have one. Full range lunges all the way down. Exhale and lift. We got about 5 more like this. Then we hold it low. Remember, no slider. You just pulse down. If you have the slider, it's down an inch, up an inch in 3, 2. Hold it low. Little pulse of the back knee down. If you're not using a slider. If you're using a slider, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Breathe, right? Pulses. Simulate that same muscle, right? That same burn, or up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, let's roll out our mats. If you rolled yours up, let's roll it back out. And let's come into a pigeon. All right, nice stretch right here. Come into your plank or your tabletop. Bring one knee to your elbow and then drop down and just hang right here. So you can drop all the way down, right? Really stretch through there. If you have a yoga block or a book, a cookbook, a textbook, you can slide that under your hip, help you get into that position, right? Really stretching through, holding here for 10. That was a ton of leg work, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful job. A lot of booty work, a lot of thigh work. Breathe in and out. When you are ready, the hardest part is getting out of it. Take that bind, switch that bind. Let's bring the opposite knee over to that same elbow. Well, the same elbow that the opposite knee is going to. Option again to shift down. Option to bring that foot forward so the shin is parallel. All right. Breathing in and out. We're going to take one more stretch, kind of like this. All right, breathing in and out. Big inhale, big exhale. We're going to kind of make a Z with our body. So it's going to be the exact same stretch, except we're just going to have, so let's take our left shin, make it parallel, and then the right shin. So we kind of made like an S with the body, a Z with the body. All right, sitting up nice and tall. So my left shin's out in front of me, and then my hip, and then my right shin is parallel to that left. And if you want, you can take a big stretch over to one side. That doesn't feel good and you want to stretch even deeper, you can take it to the opposite side. And then let's just switch that bind. So taking it the opposite way, right? Same thing as that beautiful pigeon stretch, but we're just taking it a little bit more supportive here. Sitting up tall, taking that stretch. And then when you're ready, let's roll onto our backs and take a figure 4. So right foot over your left thigh, laying down on your back, flexing that foot. Big inhale, big exhale. Breathing in and out. Take a big inhale, exhale. Just be grateful that work is done. We are progressing through this class. Opposite foot, take it over, gently press on that knee if you want it. You do not need to. Take a big inhale, big exhale here. Hug the knees in, roll like a ball. An option to grab your weights. We're gonna go into our roll up. So your weights are actually gonna help you. All right, so reach the weights over your toes, tuck your chin to your chest and articulate that spine down. Vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, and then roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching those weights over the toes. Articulate the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. If you feel like you don't need the weights, amazing, use your breath. Exhale through the sticky part, roll up. Inhale, start to roll back down. As soon as you get to that part where the shoulders are stacked over the hips, exhale the air. Inhale, roll back down. Exhale to articulate the movement up. And then inhale to articulate the movement down. Right at that sticky spot. So right here for me, I need to exhale the air to help myself through it. Rolling up and down. We have nothing fancy, nothing crazy since we got fancy in everything else today. So the ab work is really straightforward. We're gonna build our strength and progress together. Roll vertebrae by vertebrae here. Down and up. The roll up is one of the hardest things we do, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's all meet on our backs. Option 1, hug your knees into your chest and keep your head, neck, and shoulders down. Take your left leg, send it up to the sky, hug your right shin into your chest, and then switch and switch. Single leg stretch. Now, if you want more, roll your shoulder blades up and then reach the legs long in opposition along your mat. And then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you feel your neck taking over, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat and then reach the toes long, 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 up to the sky, up to the ceiling. All right, as you progress, you lower the legs and you lift the shoulders for a little more intensity. This does not need to be more intense. You go right where you're comfortable. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hug both knees in, little rock of the spine, double leg stretch. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay down. Legs go up, arms go long. Exhale as you hug in. Inhale, exhale. Now same thing. As we progress, as we move through this, if you want to lift the shoulder blades up, you lift them up. If you want to keep them down, you keep them down. It becomes more challenging as the legs go long along the mat, but you want to keep the connection of your belly button towards your spine, right? So if I can lower my legs and I have this big gap between my spine and the floor, that's not really doing anything for my back, right? If anything, it's actually hurting me. So keep that connection, right? Keep thinking about having that dictionary, right? Something heavy, a phone book, things we haven't used in forever, right? On your belly button, pulling you towards the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your feet down. Right knee can stay bent. Lift your left leg up. More supportive, bend the left leg. Take the toes across your midline and trace a tennis ball. Trace it. Now your leg is a spoon in a pot. Your core is the pot. So your core is holding everything in. The leg is just a spoon stirring it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse that circle. Keep crossing the midline every time. Cross that midline for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug that knee and take a little rock of that spine. Firmly plant that foot. Lift your opposite leg up. Point your toes. Cross your midline. Trace that circle. Around and in. Around and in. Trace around and in. Right? Each time cross that midline. Cross that midline. Bend the knee for support or keep it straight for more challenge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it here. Cross the midline. Cross the midline. Cross that midline each time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug that knee to your chest. Take a little rock of that spine right here. Let's bring the soles of our feet together here and let's go into a little bridge here. So soles of our feet together, butterfly bridge, lift the hips up and down. So this is working your low abdominal muscles, but it's also activating our glutes a little bit. We lift and lower. Also opening up our hips where we hold a ton of tension, right? So toes and heels are together, knees are splayed to the side, and we're just lifting the hips up an inch and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have our crisscross or bicycle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those feet parallel. Let's keep one foot down on the ground. Bring your hands behind your head. Opposite elbow to opposite knee and extend. Knee to elbow. Stay on that same side. In and out for 8, 7. Exhale. 6. As you bring the shoulder to the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. In or out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now option to alternate and switch and switch and switch. Now if you want more, float and switch, right? You do not need to do that though. You can always keep one foot on the ground for 10 and switch. We go for 9 and switch. We take it for 8 and switch. We have 7 more and switch. This is 6 and switch, 5 and switch, 4 and switch, 3 and switch, 2 more over and under, 1 more each side. Hug those knees into your chest. Take a little rock of that spine and then rock it the other way, side to side. And then let's take a nice bridge. Feet are firmly planted. Lift the hips up. Right toes shine underneath our knees. Knees shine over our toes. Tailbones tucked. Belly button pulls up and in. Maybe reach your hands up to the ceiling and then plug your shoulder blades into the mat. Find your breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower your seat down. 2 more core movements. Send your legs up to the sky. Hold onto your thighs and crunch. And crunch, little lift. We have 3 sets of 10. Go 10, go 9, go 8, go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Second set. If you want more, hands to prayer, they come off the leg. If you want a little bit less, right, slowly take it up or down. Last 10, 9, then we hold an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on to your thighs, lower your legs. Option to be bent, option to lower the head, neck, and shoulders, option to keep it straight. Option to take your hands off if you want. This is your last 20 seconds of abdominal work today, and then it is done, and we will meet at your chair, at your fireplace, at your bar, at your wall in 10, 9, 8, 7. Maybe take your hands off for 6, 5. Maybe reach them by your ears for 4. Lower the legs for 3, 2. Hug the knees in. Beautiful job. Firmly plant those feet. Knees fall to one side. Gaze falls to the opposite side, so we get that nice twist through our spine. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And then let the knees fall to the opposite side. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. And then hug those knees and roll to your side. And then make your way to standing. Find your chair, find your bar, whatever you are going to use today for support. And then let's bring those legs parallel. So legs are parallel, feet are hips width apart, outside hand on your hip, inside hand on your bar, on your chair, whatever you are using. Let's rise up and down on the heels and back down. So lift and lower, waking up our calves, chin off the chest. We're not here for long. Class is almost over. Now, if you need a little more support, go slower. Right? Option to always go one at a time, right? Staying on that one side. Or let's go a little quicker here. A little quicker. Lift, 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 lift. We take it. 10, go 9 and 8. Go 7, it starts to build. 6, I know it starts to burn. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those heels at the highest point. Bend the knees 5 to 6 inches. Tap the knees in and out, in and out, in and out. Now keep those heels lifted. Can you drop your seat a little more without lowering your heels? And tap the knees for 8, 7. Press the hips forward. 6. Scoop the abs up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the knees in here. A little pulse down. pulse down, pulse down, pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze the inner thighs in, squeeze the knees in, squeeze in, lower the seat, keep the heels lifted, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, open and close those knees for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the knees open in 4, go 3, go 2, and 1, keep the knees open, take it 2 counts, down, down, and up, up, down, down, up, up, 4 more, exhale as you lift, 3 more, keep the heels high, 2 more, starts to build, starts to burn, 1 more, 30 little pulses, down, pulse down, pulse down, pulse down, just an inch, right, top of the thigh should be burning, should be trembling. If you want more, reach that outside hand up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold right here. Can you reach the inside hand up and hold for 10, 9, drop the seat, lift the heels, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Heels together, toes apart, lift the heels only to a hover. All right, bend the knees 5 to 6 inches, pulse down, down, and hold. Take it down, down, and hold. Now, just in class, you're looking at the ponytail in front of you. You're looking at the person's shoulders, their back. You don't want to look down at their feet, all right? So you look right ahead and hold. 2 more, down, down, and hold. 1 more, down, down, and hold. Just pulse down, pulse down, pulse down. We're going to have 10 on the 1 count, down to our lowest point. Knee issues, you're going to go only to your knees and then back up in 3, 2, and 1. We take it down, exhale to lift. Take it 2, exhale to lift. Go 3, come up even less. Go 4, even less. Don't straighten those legs. 5 more. Last 5 here. I know it burns. Come on. We got it. 4 more. Woo-hoo. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Little pulse right here. Pulse down. Pulse down. Pulse down, little pulses here. You already did these 30, you know what it feels like. If you are ready, if you want more, reach your right arm up, your outside hand, whichever side that is, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 8, 7, lower, 6, lift the heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final set, feet go wide. Woo, inside hand on that bar, on the chair, on the fireplace. Take it down to your lowest point, press the hips back, press back, back. Now scoop the abdominals up and in, drop the seat and press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low, little pulse down, down, down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 pulses down, 2 presses back. Take it down, down and back, back, down, down and back, back, down, down, back, back. 4 more, back, back. 3 more, back, back. 2 more, back, back. 1 more. Come up on your right toes, pulse 10, pulse 9, pulse 8, pulse 7, and 6. We go for 5. This is 4, 3, 2. Drop the right heel, left heel lifts, pulse 10, pulse 9, pulse 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Grand finale, both heels little, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here, right arm up, left arm up, drop the seat, lift the heels, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Drop all the way down to the ground. If you are using a yoga strap or a mini band or a towel, place that foot in that strap and take it out high and wide to the same side. Right, breathe here, take a big stretch. Big inhale, big exhale. You can stay for here as long as you want here. If you are ready though, you take that band, you take that yoga strap, that towel, pass it to your opposite hand, bring that leg across your body, toes back to your midline. Big inhale here, big exhale. 1 more big inhale and an exhale. Hug that knee to your chest, plant that foot in the band, take it out high and wide to the opposite side. Stretch that hip right here, out to the side. Big breath in and out. And then when you're ready, take that band across. Toes come back towards the midline, heel presses away. Big inhale, big exhale. 1 more big inhale and an exhale. And then let's hug that knee into your chest. Now flip your palms up to the ceiling, relax on your back, let everything melt into the mat. Big inhale, big exhale, let everything melt away. Start with your toes. Start wiggling your toes, and then your heels. And then your knees melt into the mat, and your hips. And then your low spine, and your mid spine, and your shoulders, and your elbows, and your fingers. And then the back of your neck, and your eyes. Even your hair starts to just fall onto the mat and melt into the mat. Big inhale. Exhale any doubt. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. Let's start wiggling those fingers and those toes. Start waking everything back up. Slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. Slowly bending your knees if that feels okay. Hugging your knees into your chest. Rolling onto your side or rolling forward and backwards here up to seated. And then we'll make our way up to standing. Final little balance. Bring your heels together, your toes apart, hands on your hips. Option to lift your knees, lift your heels, bend your knees. Roll the shoulders back, stay right here, or bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your heels and give yourself a round of applause. Excellent, excellent job today.